Hello, and welcome to the inaugural episode of A Proper Waste of Time with me, Dustin Bryson. Don't be alarmed, inaugural is just a big word for first, so this is the first episode. If you're watching at home, on YouTube, on your smartphone or tablet, welcome. Today we're going to talk about this, the stupid smartwatch that my wife bought me for Valentine's Day, even though we promised each other we wouldn't get anything for each other. This episode is sponsored by nobody because I don't have any sponsors yet. But with a little bit of chutzpah, we might be able to change that. And maybe, just maybe, our first sponsor can be DoSmarter, the stupid smartwatch. So the truth of the matter is that I am very into minimalism. And I don't like to own things. I don't like to get gifts. I would prefer to just have the least amount of things as possible. So I used to have an Apple smartwatch, and that thing was pretty incredible. It did just about everything you could possibly want. In fact, it did too much stuff. It did so much I stopped liking it. It buzzed every time my phone buzzed, every time my computer buzzed, every time my other computer buzzed, every time my iPad went off. It was too much. I didn't need that much information all the time. And so we sold my wife's Apple Watch so that she could have my Apple Watch, which was a little bit bigger. One of the things I did notice though over time is that I missed having a pedometer, that step counter. I have one on my phone, and if my phone was in my pocket, it worked well, but if my phone was somewhere else, couldn't use it. And so I did start talking about and researching getting a new smartwatch. I did not want to pay $200, $300, $400, $500 for a watch. And so I was looking at brands that no one's talking about. And I found a few, and I found some that I really liked. And then my wife, for Valentine's Day, got me this watch by a company called DoSmarter. It's all one word, and DoSmarter is not a word. I don't know where it's made. I don't know where it's been developed. But here's what I do know about this watch. There are some definite pros and cons. One of the things I really like and appreciate is that I can turn off the wrist turn function.
Oh, Canada! That's not good.
That's the function that when you are sitting or in bed or whatever, you can turn and look at your watch. It's one of the pros, but it's also one of the cons. It's one of the cons because in my sleep at the lowest light setting, I would turn my wrist and it would be as if the sun has risen in my face. It was so bright. And so I decided that that wasn't cool. So I actually was able to turn it off. So now all I have to do if I want to see what time it is hit the button and hit the button again to turn it off. I really like this feature. It allows the battery to last 4 or 5 days. And before this, the battery was only lasting a single day. One of the other pros is that it doesn't do that much. There's not that much you can do on this watch. It has a number of features like a blood pressure monitor, heart monitor, and some other things, but overall, it's not overly smart, and that's why I call it a dumb smartwatch. It gives me the pedometer that I want. It allows me to set this wrist action that I like. And yes, it does have a number of different watch faces. There's just 3 or 4, so you don't have a ton to choose from, but they're pretty cool looking, and they give you the information that you need. So I've had this watch for about a week, and it does say on the packaging that it's waterproof. However, I haven't been ballsy enough to try it yet. It does say in the instructions that you shouldn't hot bathe with this watch on. I'm not 100% sure what hot bathing means, but you're not supposed to do it with this watch. It has 2 other features that I really like. One is the price. It's $55. It's not even $100. I've got the pedometer. I've got a watch on my wrist so I can tell what time it is when my phone's far away. And all the other features that I do actually like built in. The other one that I like quite a bit is the take a photo feature. So I can use the watch to actually take a selfie and activate the shutter on my phone right from the watch. One of the cons that I don't like about this watch is it does have a find your phone feature that for some reason I have not been able to get to work at all. Theoretically, it should work right from the Bluetooth, but I am having issues with that. Those are some of the pros and cons. This watch does come equipped with some exercise features. It also has a sedentary feature, so if you're sitting too long, a little guy will pop up on the screen and start lifting weights.
Or is what we call the bench press.
One of the features that I wish it had was audio controls. I wish that I could hit play on a podcast or fast forward a song on Spotify from the watch. I could do that on my Apple Watch. I can't do that on this one, but it's a minor thing for me. I can just do it on the phone, and it's not a deal breaker. So one of the meh features, which there are a few of this watch, is the sleep tracker. So far, it's been right about 50% of the time. And when it's right, it's dead on. It's told me a couple of nights that I've had excellent sleep. I woke up and I actually had excellent sleep. One night in particular, it said that I slept for an hour from 5 a.m. to 6 a.m., which of course was not true. So it's hit or miss, but when it does work, it works well. So do I recommend this DoSmarter watch? Here's who I recommend it for. If you're a minimalist who wants a watch, a pedometer, and a few of the flashier features of a smartwatch, then this watch is for you. So what this watch can do, if you want it to, is alert you when you have a message on your phone, either a phone call or a message across all social media platforms or a text message. I don't like that. It was the original reason that I got rid of my Apple Watch, and so it's nice that I can turn all of those features off on this watch as well, or individually turn them on if I wanted them. So I do recommend this watch if you're looking for a budget smartwatch, if you're a minimalist, if you'd like to have just a few cool options, but not the whole thing, and you don't care that much about branding. It is built on a metal chassis, so it's pretty well built. It's not plastic and junky. It does have a touchscreen, and so I think this is for a lot of people. A lot of people don't want to jump into the expensive smartwatch game, and I recommend it. This has been a proper waste of time with me, your host, Dustin Bryson. Hope you'll subscribe and come back next time. Have a great day.